It's me, Mario. Hello.
Hello, Mario! And hello, everyone! I'm Video Game Hazard, back for a new Let's Play. This time, of Super Mario 64. Yeah, that's right, we're not playing Pokemon today. I am playing... First, before we get into things, I should mention I am playing the Super Mario 3D All-Stars version of Super Mario 64. It was a collection of 3D Mario games released in 2020 that included this, as well as Super Mario Sunshine and Super Mario Galaxy. The game is no longer able to be purchased, officially at least, for weird reasons. I don't know why Nintendo wouldn't just, let it still be purchasable. But I got it when it came out, so I still have it. And that is the version we're playing today. Now, the version of Super Mario 64 in here is interesting because it's actually based on the Japanese Shindo version, which was previously never localized. But that's what they decided to use as the version of Mario 64 in 3D All-Stars. So that's what we're playing with today. I'm not going to go into all the version differences now, but that'll be discussed later on. Anyway, let's stop messing around with Mario's face and jump right into things. We're going to ignore my 100% file right there and just go over to Mario B.
Dear Mario, please come to the castle. I have baked a cake for you. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. Peach.
Thank you, Peach. Fun fact, this game actually standardized Peach being referred to as Peach in the West, because previously it was just Princess Toadstool. And Mario emerges from the pipe. Woohoo! Ciao! You've reached Princess Toadstool's castle via a warp pipe. Using the controller as a piece of cake, press B to jump and Y to attack. Press A to read signs too. Use the L stick to move Mario around. Now head for the castle. I will do that, but first, I want to read the sign. Princess Toadstool's castle is just ahead. Press B to jump... Oh. It is telling us how to crouch. If you hold one of the triggers, left trigger or L trigger, or I just said left or L. No, left or right triggers. Or is it trigger or bumper? I guess it's actually bumper. But whatever. It's ZL or ZR on the Switch or Switch 2, whichever you're playing. Climbing ZZ. When you jump at trees, poles, or pillars, you'll grab them automatically. Press B to jump off backwards. To rotate around the object, tilt the left stick right or left. When you reach the top, tilt the left stick forward to do a handstand. Jump off the handstand for a high styling dismount. I cannot read today, but I might as well try jumping on the straight. So you can jump off like that, or you can get to the top, do a handstand, and jump off like that. And go very high, and damage myself. Great start. Great start. Alright, we might as well go over to the castle, stop wasting time. Good afternoon, the Lakitu Bros here, reporting live from just outside the princess's castle. Mario has just arrived on the scene and will be filming the action live as he enters the castle and pursues the missing Power Stars. As seasoned cameramen, we'll be shooting from the recommended angle, but you can change the angle using the right stick. If we can't adjust the view any further, we'll buzz. To take a look at the surroundings, stop and tilt the right stick forward. Press B to resume play, switch camera modes with the R button. Signs along the way will review these instructions. Jeez, I cannot read. The contrast isn't very great, honestly. For now, reporting live, this has been the Lakitu Bros. Alright, cool. So as you said, we can readjust the camera by hitting R, like that. You can zoom in or zoom out a little. Tilting the right stick back zooms you out more if you want to be more zoomed out, and then just moving the right stick to the left or the right, changes the angle slightly before readjusting back to being behind Mario. But anyway, let's head into Princess Peach's castle finally. Welcome! No one's home! Now scram and don't come back! Gee, I wonder who that was. But now we are in Princess Peach's castle. But before we do anything, I want to talk to this toad here.
Am I glad to see you, the princess, and I, and, well, everybody, are all trapped inside the castle walls. Bowser has stormed the castle stairs, and he's using their power to create his own world in the paintings and walls. Please recover the power stars. As you find them, you can use their power to open the doors that Bowser has sealed. There are 4 rooms on the first floor, starting in the one with the painting of Bob-omb inside. It's the only room that Bowser hasn't sealed. When you collect 8 power stars, you'll be able to open the door with the big star. The princess must be inside.
I apologize, I just really wanted to do that toad voice. But as you said, all of these doors around here are sealed. They require a certain number of power stars in order to be unlocked, except for these 2, but we're not going to be going through that door just yet. Yeah, that one's also blocked off. And this big star door over here, as you said, requires 8 power stars, and then this door right here requires the key. So the only one we can go in is this door over here, which requires no power stars. And like you said, there's a painting of a Bob-omb. Is there anything else in here? Oh, there's these signs. Can I read these? I can't. You have to master 3 important jumping techniques. First, try the triple jump. Run fast and jump 3 times. 1, 2, 3. If you time the jumps right, you'll hop, skip, and then jump really high. Next, go for the distance with the long jump. Run and press... I can't see... Oh, ZL. It looks like a weird stylized H from the distance I'm reading it. To crouch, then B to jump really far. To do the wall kick, press B to jump at a wall, then jump again when you hit the wall. Got that? Triple jump, long jump, wall kick, practice. Practice, practice. You don't stand a chance without them. We might as well try those. So, triple jump, simple, long jump, you do it like that, ZL and B at the same time while you're running. Like that. There we go. Not ground pounding. And then wall kick. If I could actually... This one is harder to time. But if you... Yeah. There you go. Just like that. Anyway, let's read this sign too. You can return to the castle's main hall at any time from the painting worlds where the enemies live. Just stop, stand still, press plus to pause the game, then select exit course. You don't have to collect all power stars in one course before going on to the next. Return later when you're more experienced to pick up difficult ones. Whenever you find a star, a hint for finding the next one will appear on the course's start screen. You can, however, collect any of the remaining stars next. You don't have to recover the one described by the hint. Well, that's not entirely true. There are some that you actually need to, like, start the mission from in order to obtain. But for the most part, yeah, you can just do any you want, regardless of the hint. But anyway, let's stop wasting time. I'm gonna back jump into the painting. For our first mission, Big Bob-omb on the summit.
Let's go.
On Bob-omb Battlefield. Wow, you're smack in the middle of the battlefield. You'll find the power stars that Bowser stole inside the painting worlds. First, talk to the Bob-omb buddy. Press A to talk. He'll certainly help you out, and so will his comrades in other areas. To read signs, yeah, we know how to do this. Let's talk to this Bob-omb buddy. Instead of Mario. Mario, please. Thank you. Watch out, if you wander around here, you're liable to be plastered by a water bomb. Those enemy Bob-ombs love to fight, and they're always finding ways to attack. This meadow has become a battlefield ever since the big Bob-omb got his paws on the Power Star. Can you recover the star for us? Cross the bridge and go left up the path to find the big Bob-omb. Please come back to see me after after you've retrieved the Power Star. I will do that. So, as you can probably tell, the red Bob-ombs here, they're safe, they're friendly. But the black Bob-ombs, you want to watch out for those. Hey you, it's dangerous ahead, so listen up, take my advice. Cross the 2 bridges ahead, then watch for falling water bombs. The big Bob-omb at the top of the mountain is very powerful. Don't let him grab you. We're Bob-omb buddies, and we're on your side. You can talk to us whenever you'd like to. Very good to know. So, walking over here, we have these bricks here. You can punch them, get some coins out of them. Not much to them other than that. What are these signs? I never read the signs, so this is... It is, however, difficult to line yourself up sometimes. You can punch enemies to knock them down, press B to jump, Y to punch, then press B and then Y to kick. To pick something up, press Y2. To throw something you're holding, press Y again. And what does this sign say? To read a sign... Yeah, I know how to do that. We understand this. So yeah, if you press Y, you can pick up stuff like this. Just a simple box. That doesn't really have much for us. But there's also Goomba, who I just punched into oblivion. There's also another sign. There's so many signs that I just never look... Okay, we understand how the controls work. We don't need to read that. Let's actually move on. There's another... Actually, no. We're gonna ignore that one, because I know what that's for. You do not have to punch enemies in order to kill them, though. You can just bounce them like that. As Mario does, stomping the Goombas, as he should. Here's one of the black Bob-ombs that we heard about before. They will try to blow you up. Okay, good, I got away. Oh, geez, there's one of those water bombs that we were warned about. You want to stay away from that. Then there's a Chain Chomp. Do not worry about him right now. You'll have something to do later involving him. But it's best to just ignore him for now in this first mission. You can also, if you line yourself up correctly, pick up the bombs, but I am bad at that. Please, let me pick up the bomb. I'm so bad at picking up bob-ombs. Can I get this one? No, get over here. Yes. Throw them, and then that instantly blows them up. Harder than it looks, honestly. Oh, now we have these cannonballs we have to dodge. Oh, joy. So let them go past, and we're good. So now we're going to go up the mountain here, which is where we'll find that big Bob-omb that we heard about. More cannonballs are just flying down the mountain. We want to dodge those. I missed that Bob-omb there, whatever. Oh, but I kicked him into the sign. Wow, that sign survived that. It must be very, very resistant to explosions. You can grab onto the edge of a cliff or ledge with your fingertips and hang down from it. You can also grab onto signs like that, which is weird, but whatever. To drop from the edge, either tilt the left stick in the direction of Mario's back or press the ZL button. To get up onto the ledge, either tilt the left stick forward or press B as soon as you... Yeah, we got that. There's this panel on the ground here that we can't do anything with. More trees. There are still going to be cannonballs up here. You're going to have to jump over them like that. That can be tricky to time. If you go into this little hidey hole here, you actually have a shortcut up the mountain. But I don't want to take that shortcut yet. I do actually want to show the whole way up the mountain, because I think that's important to do on the first time up. We have a little gap. You have to jump over there. Random Bob-omb here. Get off. Throwing you off the cliff. Although, of course, the cannon is still firing water bombs by itself. Because reasons. Be very careful when going up here, because you can easily fall off. Yep, dodge that. This heart can heal you if you've been damaged at all. I think this sign will explain exactly that. Collect as many coins as possible. They'll refill your power meter. You can check to see how many coins you've collected in each of the 15 enemy worlds. You can also recover power by touching the spinning heart. Yes, as I just explained, the faster you run through the heart, the more power you'll recover. Yes, that's very good to know. You see a heart, run fast through it to recover more health. Do not hug the wall, Mario. I need you to keep jumping over these cannonballs. And then we are almost to the top. I'm not going to skip anything. I'm just going up this normally the first time. And here we have someone that we need to fight. I'm the big Bob-omb, or King Bob-omb if you're so inclined. Lord of all blasting matter, King of kabooms the world over. How dare you scale my mountain? By what right do you set foot on my imperial mountaintop? You may have eluded my guards, but you'll never escape my grasp. And you'll never take away my power star. I hereby challenge you, Mario. If you want the star I hold, you must prove yourself in battle. Can you pick me up from the back and hurt me and hurl me this royal turf? Hurl me to this royal turf. Jeez. I think that you cannot. So King Bob-omb is our first boss battle. You want to sneak up behind him and try to throw him. Or I could miss entirely and get picked up by him and thrown. I am very fortunate that he did not throw me off the cliff, because that is something he can do. And you can... Okay, he wasn't quite close enough to the cliff there. You need to throw him 3 times in order to defeat him. But I would like to demonstrate what happens if you were to throw him off the cliff, if he were to actually get close enough. So can you walk over here, buddy? You're very slow. I'm just gonna do that. And nope, I missed. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, King Bob-omb. Come on. I need you to walk a little faster, buddy. And good. So if we try to throw him off the edge, he'll just jump right back up. That does not count as one of your hits. You must fight with honor. It is against the royal rules to throw the king out of the ring. Yeah, so he calls you a cheater for doing that. So you wanna, when you throw him, you wanna make sure that he lands on the top of the mountain. Do not throw him off. So let's throw him a second time here. That's our second hit. And one more should do it. He does start to turn faster the more times you've hit him. So we need to see if we can trick him here. I'm gonna do that. We're gonna jump behind him. Oh, no, I messed up. Dang it. And he threw me. But as you can see, he doesn't really damage you if he just throws you and you land on top of the mountain. The only way he can really damage you is by throwing you far off the mountain. But anyway, that's it. What? Can it be that a pipsqueak like you has defused the Bob-omb King? You might be fast enough to ground me, but you'll have to pick up the pace if you want to take King Bowser by the tail. Methinks my troops could learn a lesson from you. Here is your star, as I promised, Mario. If you want to see me again, select this star from the menu. For now, farewell. And he blows up and reveals the first of the Power Stars. So let's go jump into that. And mission clear. And we have our first Power Star. Big Bob-omb on the summit. We're gonna continue, don't save. You've recovered one of the stolen Power Stars. Now you can open some of the sealed doors in the castle. Try the princess's room on the 2nd floor and the room with the painting of Womp's Fortress on floor 1. Bowser's troops are still gaining power, so you can't give up. Save us, Mario. Keep searching for the Power Stars. And with that, I believe that is a good place to stop. So, on the next episode of Super Mario 64, we're going to head back into Bob-omb Battlefield and see what other missions we can clear. See you guys then.